Summer is officially here, and of course, I have petitioned the powers that be here at PJTV to spend the rest of it with no pants on camera. You vote, okay? You let them know what you want, because I know what I want. Sammy's here! My name's Steven Kruiser. This is called Kruiser Control. We're going to begin!
All right.
My friends on the left, yes, I have them, get mad at me when I say that global warming is their religion. I'm going to have to start introducing them to themselves.
Johann's Ark has proven seaworthy, but how realistic is this Dutchman's dream of doom? Because of global warming, the concept of a flood happening here is not unheard of. Al Gore predicted as much in the movie An Inconvenient Truth.
If Greenland broke up and melted, this is what would happen to the sea level in the Netherlands. Absolutely devastating.
Thus spaketh the Gore. Did you get the connection there? The guy builds an ark, a real ark. Did you see that? It was an actual ark, okay? And they were wondering whether or not it was folly, and then to prove that it wasn't crazy, Al Gore said we might need it. Al Gore, they're all writing, they're redoing the Bible right now. It's called An Inconvenient Truth in book form, okay? Creepy people, creepy people. I want an ark though. The ark looks fun, doesn't it? 2 by 2. What did they do with the woodpeckers? Someone asked me that the other day. What are the termites? How do they bring the termites on an ark? Termites and woodpeckers. Remember all those shows about make-believe that you loved when you were a kid? Guess what? There's a cable channel that devotes itself to that kind of programming for adults.
Well, I think, Jon Stewart's point about Fox News has Chris Wallace on there just so they can say they have him, just so they can say they have a reasonably fair Sunday morning show. It comes in dead last in the ratings. David Gregory just kills it, by a million miles, and so it isn't there as a real business.
I kind of want you to just pause right here, go get a drink, maybe some Vicodin if you got it too, wash it down just so you could absorb what just happened there without just losing your mind, okay? That was Lawrence O'Donnell, the guy who replaced Keith Olbermann on MSNBC, who gets fewer viewers than almost anyone on MSNBC, saying that low viewership isn't a sustainable business model. Did you grasp that? Did you hear? And he didn't count that. Chris Wallace actually airs on Fox News and Fox Broadcast. So when you combine the two, they have quite good ratings, okay? But fancy land, talking about ratings at MSNBC. Next thing, here comes the unicorn. What's even whiter and dumber than Lawrence O'Donnell? I bet we can find the answer during Tingle Time. Was I doing that one earlier? I don't even remember. I was doing a different one earlier, and now I don't remember what the heck it was. A different Tingle dance. Off to the show with a nose pick we go.
Let's take a look. Here's John McCain hitting Romney on Sunday. They're all hitting it from all sides. This is fair. This is personal. McCain doesn't like Romney. Let's listen.
I wish that candidate Romney and all the others would sit down with General Petraeus and understand how this counterinsurgency is working and succeeding. For us to abandon Afghanistan to the tender mercies of the Taliban and radical Islamic extremists, I think would be repeating the mistakes we made before.
Well, not many people see that show on Sunday. Mark, I have to tell you, it's called This Week. It doesn't get many viewers.
Did you hear it? Chris started off with a nice good pick like this first, and then again another guy at MSNBC talking about somebody not getting any ratings over there. We did a little check there. What was it, this week or this Sunday? Whatever show he was just talking about this week gets more than double the viewers that Chris Matthews does, by the way. So pot, kettle, black. Racist, I guess, if I do that, though, isn't it? Okay, let's stop screwing around here. We all know what hardcore Kruiser Control fans are tuning in for this week. The rest of this episode has just been window dressing you've been patient with until we got to... Wait, did I ever tell you about the bike wreck I had when I was 8, Sammy? It was really creepy. It was like, I was just kidding. It's finally here, kids. The return of the Olbermannometer.
All right.
You're a fascist. Grow up. This is crap. You are making a jackass out of yourself. Disgraceful. That, sir, is not only un-American, it is dictatorial.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is running for Anthony Weiner's seat in a special election, by the way, and he'll probably win. Okay. It's been several months since our boy Keith broke free from the creative and editorial shackles that he grumbled about at MSNBC. We've all been very excited to see what dynamic new direction this powerhouse of punditry would take now that he was in complete control.
First time for Countdown's top 3 nominees for today's Worst Persons in the World. The bronze to Sarah Palin. She has apparently succeeded in patenting herself.
5 months, and that's what he came up with, the same name, and he's bitching about Sarah Palin. See, now this is why we can prove that he really didn't go to the Ivy League school that he said he went to, and it was the farm college, because he thinks like a dumb barn animal right there. Hey, all this time off, Keith, I wanted you to be burning things down. I wanted you to be jumping up and down on the desk. I wanted you to be all over. Same exact thing, cheaper suit, worse background. I hope we have some fun with this, but we'll redo the Olbermannometer to adjust accordingly, okay? Tweets of the week. Twitter.com/Steven Kruiser. You know how to follow me now. Ask me to follow you back. No eggs either. Upload your own avatar. Judd Apatow. Tweet number 1. Since we just tapped the Strategic Petroleum Reserve due to the kinetic military action in Libya, can we now call it a war for oil? Trademark. I love the trademark. They're all war for oils. Didn't you hear, was it Cynthia McKinney yesterday? We only get mad at dictators when they're sitting on top of a big thing of oil and everything, of course, because we won't drill any of our own. Hello? I mean, here's a dot, here's a dot, there's a connect. We only need to connect like 3 of them, too, and the liberals can't do that. Okay. Tweet number 2. We're all high. I don't even get high, but the contact alone when I walk in here from last week. Okay, what won't the liberal media blame Breitbart for? As you know, the whole new thing now is actually Breitbart has become the new race card. Instead of blaming the race card on something, they just say Breitbart. Global warming, Breitbart. Libya, Breitbart. Iran going nuclear, Breitbart. But that's, you know, and so I think I was going down the list of things that they might not blame him for right now, and there are none whatsoever, but I think maybe if the president has a burger and Michelle gets mad at him and they have a little tiff, they're not going to blame Breitbart on that. I don't even know I don't know what's left to not blame Breitbart for. I don't blame him for anything. I think he's a lovely man and he's a fine salsa dancer. Tweet number 3. As you know, every week I ask for something on any topic. So this one said, any topic? What are your views on culling the population with the clubbing of idiots? Well, if you're not too tired after you're done clubbing seals, go right ahead. I'm all for it. You know, by the time I come in, a typical week for me involves a lot of seal clubbing, and then when I'm done clubbing seals, I push grandmas off the cliff. And I'm telling you, some of these grandmas are beefy. I mean, it's work. You got to push them up the hill, and then they're over the and just to go, and they'll fight too. The grandmas, the ones they'll fight for the Medicare, and they'll fight, and they'll turn around, boom, boom, and they're just mad. Website, StevenKruiser.com. Guess what, kids? This is going to kill you. I've actually started blogging there again, and I've started posting Planet Cruiser podcast there again. And I'm doing the bonus clips. The bonus clips did not go up this morning because my internet was out all morning before I got here. So hopefully it'll be fixed when I get home, and I'll fix that, okay? It also lets you know where I'm going. All right, and when you comment, we love the comment. Ellen, our troll, wasn't there. I was gone for 2 weeks, and Ellen the troll didn't show up, and I'm kind of worried about her now. Ellen, you get a T-shirt. I might even give Ellen a T-shirt one day. I don't even know. This week is from Darth One Christo. Okay. We're talking about this is the last, we're putting Wienergate to bed now, finally. This is from 2 weeks ago, okay? The same people who went to extraordinary lengths to enact legislation that restricted inappropriate behavior in the workplace are the first to dismiss those behaviors as inconsequential when one of their own sainted boneheads, get it, bonehead, does something that would get them canned in the real world. That's the thing. That's the litmus test right there. Breaking it down for us beautifully right there. If you dropped trout, took a pick of your junk, and you worked in a cubicle and you sent it to someone in the next cubicle, how long would you remain employed? Sammy? Not long. Sammy? How long? Well, no, we gave you a pass because there was some medication involved that day, okay? So we know Sammy's not himself, and we don't have cubicles here, so we all saw him do it. One of the things I most love about traveling around the country and meeting other conservatives is that I find very often one of them is hiding the last piece of my mind. You know, kids, you've probably seen here on PJTV this week that my friend Tony Katz and I were at the Right Online conference in Minneapolis last week, and it's a mirror conference to the lefties' Netroots Nation every year. And Netroots Nation wants to try to get away from us next year because they keep saying all these awful things were happening because we were in the same hotel. And if you read the stories about it, you would think it was just like this big throwdown in the street all the time. And I hate to tell you this, but it's important every once in a while that we know this. Even hardcore political people like me, like Katz, like a lot of people have met on the left, we all had a great time with the people from the left. We were bumping into them all weekend long. No violence, no throwing down. All the people that you would think, all the ones who are combative, all the people who get blamed once in a while that we may just mention. Every time we bumped into someone from the other side, you know what? We didn't exactly jump into a hot tub full of pudding right away because you know why, Sammy? There were no hot tubs full of pudding available, and we did lodge a complaint. Oh, because that's a feeling that I can't even begin to describe. But it was not a bad thing. People still can be different when it comes to political issues and then be normal people and hang out. But I will tell you, the alcohol helps, okay? The alcohol helps a lot. And towards that end, I would like to leave you with this beautiful video showing what alcohol and peace can bring because it's the Russian military singing a little Let It Be for us. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.